Hello, everyone. Welcome to my little space here on YouTube. So, we will just wait a couple of more minutes for the right time for everyone to arrive. As Arlene said, got to be an adult for a few minutes. We'll be back. So, you can look at the front of or the cover really for this little journal of mine. Hello, Kimberly. Um, I actually used the origami or easy origami house that I made in the video hop in August. So for this, you were meant to draw the rooms and have it stand up. So in that way you could play with it. And I really had a thought on it and decided on to use it as a cover for September and for my busy book or even I thought about it really. Is it busy book or is it quiet book? Because to me that is two totally different things. Um, so the the actual book itself, it's not really that big, as you can see my hand there. So I don't know. We're going to start this. I've created a couple of rooms, and the main room is this one that we will go back and look into. I have chosen the kitchen for my stream, and I know that some of you have been watching the pre-record the process videos or preparation videos or whatever you like to call them. And I've also um, been working in it in a couple of my live streams. Oh, yeah, I thought that would be kind of easy for everyone. So, you know, pin. So as you can see at the top of the whole chat, hopefully, if everything works out, I have a pin there for the next one in this hop, Vanessa. So let's just start with it really. Hello, everyone. It's so fun to be joining in. And let's start with the entrance. I think that's some of you might have seen it. And the thing with this is that you can have it stand like this and play, you know. And some of you might know that this is the little baby living in the house because my daughter came to me just saying that she needs to be in the house, mom. Good morning, everyone. It's early morning for you and a beautiful middle of the day for me. So, you know, this could have been so much bigger for me. I was at one point thinking about doing a whole city with houses like this. The living room area or like the TV room or whatever you like to call it is this one. It works the same. If you fold it out like this, you can have it standing and she can actually, go around and look. So as this wasn't the main thing, I tried to keep it kind of simple but I've attached um, paper and made a little bit of a floorboard feel to the floor there and things like that. And then, of course, she had to have somewhere to live. Her room is kind of simple because, with small little kids, they need to have a big surface or a big floor to have all their toys. So this was just a kind of simple one, just to have a little place in the house to be. Unfortunately, she hasn't got any parents, or maybe that's Flo. I don't know. Maybe she wants to join in the house. I've created the, might say, the parents' bedroom. I don't know. This one. And, I could go in and do so much more. And I have so many ideas. So I'm actually going to, make it a little bit more detailed after this whole stream thing. Might be even next week on my live stream. I don't know. But it was so fun. So as you can see, I took a toothpick here and a little bit of a lacy part that I had, and I thought let's look into the main thing here, the kitchen. As you can see, I decided on having a clock because I don't know about you, but you have to have a clock in the kitchen, don't you? So the kitchen and this thing, this is kind of an interesting thing. I decided that I wanted to have like a little storage area down under the floor. So I created this. And then, of course, we do have a little cupboard with things. And then I showed this to my daughter, and she said to me like, "Mom, you have totally forgot one thing." And I'm like thinking, whatever, what is she, what now, like, there must be something going on, like what have I forgotten? And you have to have a refrigerator in your kitchen. So I had to like kind of create a thing here. We actually have it here. So I don't know, I have to figure that one out, how to have it stand or do something, because you can't have a house without a refrigerator. That's the thing. And as you can see, I have the same thing here, a toothpick and some fabric material that I had creating curtains for the room. And if I could work on this a tiny little bit more, I would like do an oven, and then my daughter came with her dollhouse things, all the tiny little things of a dollhouse. This has become a family thing for us. So, and as you can see in this case, it's a door into the baby's room, really. So I thought about, we do need to have some kind of table, don't we? So I'm thinking about placing that one and kind of do something with this, because, have to figure out how to place a refrigerator without having it flappy like that. So I have actually created a table, and I thought of having it like that. And just in this case, it's going to like be a flap kind of thing, uh, so that you can have it stand like that. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for thumbs up and things. But let's see if we can make this work. And I do know that one of my daughters, she has a project going on this as well. So I'm actually just going to have the legs of the whole thing here, like glued onto the. And I don't know, it's the same with me. No measurements whatsoever in this thing. I don't know why really, because this is the kind of project that you really do need to measure things, or at least, I don't know, and it might be easier if you measure things, but as you know, I don't. And I know several of us, we don't use the ruler as we're supposed to because it's more fun that way, isn't it? This house reminds me of, oh, did you make a house like that? Oh, wow. I thought about and looked into my daughter's dollhouse, and, you know, the, as I told you, I wanted to make like a neighboring house. I wanted to make a whole street really with a lot of houses. So I don't know. My daughter is working on one, so it might be that we have a whole street of houses. So let's see if we can make this. And then I thought about, just have it fold. We'll have to fold it like this. So if you want, you can have it stand. And then, of course, have it fold into the book itself like that. Yeah, I think that will work. I actually thought about making it, a bigger size. Oh, yeah, I have to figure out a way to have this it stand. I might even have a thing going on with, you know, kind of attaching it to that side. I don't know. Might even have to, actually, you're right, Barbara, have to have it closed. Or even just think about all the things inside the fridge. That is one thing. Or have the fridge up on the other side. There is so much to think about in the kitchen, isn't it? I had a little thing going with, what if I can create kind of a drawer that you can have. This has been so fun. Yep. Angie, as I have 5 kids, you do need to have a table in the kitchen and just scream, or maybe use a bell, because we did that when they were small. Used like a bell and rang and like dinner time. So I have thought about it a lot, and the only thing this house really lacks, or it really needs, and that's from the parents' bedroom. There is a door outside to the garden, and I have to make some kind of garden. Yeah, I know, isn't it fun? I love it. I love it, Janet. It's so fun. And as I know that my daughter is also included in this, she's making her own house, but I don't know if she will be finished until Tuesday with a live stream. But I kind of wanted to finish this off with a garden for the house. So just a little simple thing. And then maybe attach, I was thinking about either fabric or um, might even have some yarn or something for grass. Yeah, it is really fun. I thought at one point it would be like, oh, it could be a really really big thing, and you know it, you can make it as big as you want really, but As it's become a family thing for me, this is really, really, really nice. So hopefully, I will have to look into showing you the piece that my daughter did on Tuesday. So in this case, I'm just using a little bit of scrapbook paper to create a little feel of a garden because that's what this house needs. Yeah, I know, Diana, that you you really, I don't know if you are one of those that are really really good at origami, but you told me in one of your comments that you liked origami. I would love to do those, huge things like I've seen um, in Japanese YouTube clips about huge creations of origami. But this was as just a tiny thing, and my mind with the folds and everything. I don't know if I'll ever get to really do a big project, but I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. So let's look into if we want to add some yarn. And as you can see, this whole thing, I don't know, but uh, I haven't quite figured out what I want to do here. Oh, hello, Roy. Welcome. Maybe you like wanted to have some dinner in my lovely kitchen here. And I do have to figure out the refrigerator story. That might be like a weekend thing. Definitely, you know, my daughter even mentioned you need to have a microwave, you need to have food, you need to have everything in the kitchen. um, but it is fun, and it was really really fun to make it. This tiny house, and of course the baby might need a couple of more fun things going on in her room, because usually there are a lot of toys in a baby's room, isn't there? Or stuffed animal and things like that. Thinking this might be dry now, so we are going to maybe attach. Let's look into some yarn. Do we have that? Or even like, I could take this, the imagination. I don't know. It's, to me, you could do like literally anything and everything. Oh, oh, wow. Are you, you are that expert I need in my life, Diana. Really. I would love to really do, you know, real creations with origami. It looks really fun. So I'm just going to kind of attach a couple of thread parts here. Let's see. Does this really? A lot of glue. I know. We actually have a little bit of a Montessori inspired or very minimalistic in rooms for our kid, and we have always had that for our kids, always, because we are often out in the nature, and they are playing in the playground outside. That is, I don't know. There, I've been inspired by Montessori and something called uh, Radio Amelia. I don't know if there is something like that in the U.S., but that thing with Radio Amelia, that is really a thing that you throw out, literally throw out every toy, and have nature inspire you, and making things almost like myself. When I was small, I loved being in the woods, creating things with sticks and leaves and all those kinds of things. I know, but I don't mind that the grass will take a ton of a glue, and I will actually just attach a little bit right now. Maybe we will have to have something up here. And as you know, Vanessa, I do have a hot glue gun, but I'm not going to use it. That's the thing. At least not right now. Might go back and use it later on. But this will definitely be a thing that I will make at least one more house, because there can't be, a lonely house on the street. At least not. And like my daughter said, I need to make my own. I need to make my own. Let's see. Just cut it off there. And I think that we will be heading off to Vanessa soon. Yeah, I'm thinking about the burns. That's the thing. I don't know. Might be that I'm a tiny bit, a little bit afraid of the hot glue gun. I have actually burned myself in the past, so that is why. Quite bad. So and let's see, just there. Might even add in some other colors. And later on, even a patio of some sort. You never know with me, as this could be a really, really big thing. So I'm thinking like a little barbecue area or something on this side, and then the garden will be here on this side. So this hop itself is really, really nice, isn't it? To go to everybody's house and look, whatever if you have done a whole journal like this, or just like a page, or even working on making pages. It is really, this whole thing has been so inspiring. I've looked in, I think that there are a couple of us really that have done process videos on this. Yeah, it is really tactile. It is, but it's going to be more. I'm thinking like attaching a area here, and barbecuing must be a thing. But I will definitely go back to my kitchen and try to make a creation with the fridge here. So it was really really fun. So let's see if we can even take part of the fridge and try to, I've actually put things in the fridge. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. It's going to be so much fun to go through to all of you, um, throughout the whole hop. It's always so inspiring. It's really, really fun. So I'm going to try to create something with this floorboard as it has really not been working well. I have actually just two more things in this kitchen to make. Somewhere to sit. The table is kind of easy, but somewhere to sit and a refrigerator. So let's head over to Vanessa, and you have the link pinned up in like at the top of the chat. I think it's like Vanessa's turn anyway in a couple of minutes, isn't it? I have to figure out how to put it there. Or even on the other side, that might be. Because I am going to use something like this, I think. That's the problem. I haven't quite figured it out. It was really, really fun to finally reveal the kitchen area. And it has been so much fun to make this. Oh, aren't you? Ooh, is it sent for 8:15? A couple of more minutes. You know, let's try to figure out something with the refrigerator then. The problem with it was, I could have the main thing was I thought about having one here first, and then you know you have to figure out the way. I couldn't have a dishwasher because that was the thing. The dishwasher, somewhere to wash the dishes, and that it has to be. I created a sink there, and a little storage area for things in the kitchen, the stove, of course, and then all the space. Like seriously. So, oh no, I have to attach that one later on. So it has really been a lot of fun. A little bit of glue here and there, of course, and this isn't really meant to be played in, of course, but could if I've made it a tiny little bit bigger, maybe. But I'm thinking the one that my daughter is making, she is actually going to play in it. The same problem you're don't you know I would have liked really I really I'm going with Angie's idea. I have a little storage area down below. It's kind of a basement feel under the floor might go with an ice chest down there because um you can have all kind of cold stuff in there. So I don't know. Don't be as technical as having a refrigerator. This is kind of a cottage house, or you know it might be back in the days. It really now when you're talking about it, Mary, with the books, it could even be like a story written to it. It could really be. No, it was, to me it was really, it was an excellent suggestion, Angie, with as I have the little basement area here where you can put all those I don't know, jam and all kinds of uh, maybe, oh, Paddington. He needs to have his marmalade down here. I love my Paddington. So, all those kinds of things. Maybe pickles, and it's supposed to be a cold area down here in the basement. So I might use that as the refrigerator area. Yep, a remodel it is. In the middle. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I definitely will figure something out. But this was a really, really fun project. Absolutely. It was, you know, maybe you have an idea for later on today, Rebecca. It might be. So we can maybe talk about it later on. But as of this thing that I made, the ideas for today, it just started to spin in a very fun roller coaster in my head. Yeah, absolutely, Vanessa. You know, this is how I love the art community itself, like the whole community that we have with all you lovely people, and with all the things that we contribute to, all of different styles and everything. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Mary. It was really nice to make it. So, yeah, let's see if we can kind of create something else. I'm thinking about adding some kind of, because the house really needs, let's see, what kind of paper did I use? I don't think I have anything left, do I? I'm actually going to look if I have a piece of it left. Might have. And of course, I have it right beside me as always. Don't we have, everything around us? At least in a live stream like this, there is always things. And I'm speaking to about myself, really. There is always things around my table, and I was so inspired, Mary, about with your video there in the craft room. So I know my time is up, and we will head over to Vanessa. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. See you later on next week or later on today in this chat. Bye, everyone.